Star Kabelo, Mabalane and Peteni Kuzwayo have reached the final lap. They've been running for 16 days from Johannesburg to Durban, and today they're doing a comrades marathon length of a distance, about 90 kilometers, as they head to the finish line. They're doing this to raise funds towards alleviating child hunger. Hloni Mtimkulu joins us now. Good morning, Hloni. It's been 17 days. Today is day 17. They are doing the big one today, the comrades marathon down run is what it's called. How far are they? Do you know where they are right now?
I can't say I know. Hi, morning, Nandi, first of all. I can't say I know where they are at the moment because I haven't seen any signs, but they've just passed Etembeni school, and that's somewhere between Pietermaritzburg and Durban. We were on the R103 for a very long time, and then we diverted off certain routes. I'm not sure if this is still part of the R103 or not, but we are somewhere between Pietermaritzburg and Durban. We saw a sign just off the N3 that said 49 kilometers, but obviously that is taking the N3, and that was maybe about 30 minutes ago. I can say that they did start just after 3 o'clock this morning. They are at about 30 Ks or just over 30 Ks, and the plan was to get to about 30 or 40 Ks by sunrise and then to continue with the rest of the journey for the rest of the day. So it's taken about 30-ish Ks to get through the first 3 hours of this morning, and we'll see how they get through the rest of the day, those 90 kilometers or the 60 kilometers that do remain.
All right, well, yesterday you guys were at the Nelson Mandela capture site in Howick, and it's quite fitting that you were all there because you managed to catch up with them, and the theme really has been hope and selflessness, hasn't it?
Yes, it has been. And, you know, when we asked them why they chose to come to the Nelson Mandela capture site, that is what they said, you know, that it reminds them, this what they're doing reminds them just of the selflessness and of hope. And they link it to what happened with Nelson Mandela when he was captured at the capture site just outside Howick on the 5th of August in 1962. You know, so they just, it's poignant for them. But both of them, when they were talking, Kabelo said that for him, today is just the beginning. You know, they've run 16 days, you know, they've seen where this is all going, but this 90-kilometer run is the hardest part of them, and it starts there for him. And he said that, you know, this whole thing is about finding a cause that is bigger than himself. You know, he could have done anything else, but something that you commit to that is bigger than you, so that you don't get, you know, he's not the star of this thing, there's something bigger. And child hunger, which is what this is all about, is a big thing. Peteni Kuzwayo said that for him, he wants us to go beyond today, to beyond the 16 or 17 days that have happened, you know, and he's been very, the whole time we've spoken to him, he's been very clear that this money must go where it needs to go. We're not buying Ferraris with the money, he said, you know. So they're very clear why they're doing this, and that visit yesterday just was another reminder for them.
Yeah, I think it's also very important for them to emphasize that, you know, this is just the beginning. They're just setting the foundations, and it's up to all of us to continue, you know, on this trajectory. And just also, I know that over the past 16 days, it is day 17 today, they've been, you know, supported a lot by a number of people, and today they're not on their own either.
No, they're not. If you look behind me, Kabelo is having a chat, walk, kind of run with Thapelo Mokoena, the actor. So he's just joined them at around the 30 or maybe 28 kilometer mark this morning. Early on, Bongmusa Mthembu, the 3-time comrades marathon winner, he's also the reigning Two Oceans marathon winner. He ran with them the beginning for, I think it was about 15 kilometers, and then just before sunrise, he had to go back. So those two are running with them this morning. We know there's a support crew behind with Peteni. There's 2 other ladies that are running with Peteni, but there are also another group of runners that were with them at the beginning of the run on the first day when they kicked off in Sandton. Some of them have been back here to run with them. We know, we've been saying this, that there have been solidarity runs as well. The running community, especially around Joburg, is huge, so they've been doing solidarity runs with them as well, just again to keep them going and just to remind them what this is all about. But for now, it is Thapelo Mokoena, it is Kabelo, and just a few hundred meters behind us, Peteni there with 2 other ladies.
Hloni, when you speak to Peteni and Kabelo, I remember on day 1, it was a Monday, and, you know, Peteni was looking rather scared about, you know, the challenge that lay before them. When you speak to them now, how tough really has it been for them physically, and how have they managed to stay strong for an entire 17 days?
So I was eavesdropping on a conversation yesterday, and one of them said that actually medics are surprised that they've been able to keep going for so long. One of the things that people have been asking is exactly how are they running. So they're running 35 kilometers a day. Everyone thought that they just were running nonstop, but it is 35 kilometers a day that they have been running. Kabelo yesterday said that, Peteni was actually right to cap it off at about 35 kilometers a day because that is manageable. So they've been good. And there's a sports massage therapist here with them, Carol Behane. She's doing all the recovery stuff with them. They go into ice baths. She says she does deep tissue massages with them. So there's a lot of work that is going into this. And none of them are limping. None of them have been limping. We've just all been surprised that actually they're all still upright. They're still walking as they should be. And they seem to be okay. I suppose the test will be what happens after this 90-kilometer stretch, after 500 kilometers of running, and also what are they going to do after this, because 90 Ks is different to 35 Ks by quite a margin.
It's very different, Hloni. We'll leave it there. I'm glad the wind is being a little bit nicer to you today. That was Hloni Mtimkulu joining us. She is on the road, headed to Durban, as she follows Kabelo, Mabalane and Peteni Kuzwayo's final lap. She will be back with us a little bit later on, by the way.